This year, I have to be better. Last year was my first, so I had an excuse in a way to make more mistakes. This year I've turned pro, so no more excuses, although I did think it would be easier. We've changed to a Ioda-Suter chassis this year. We've got a new frame and new electronics package, and we're still working on finding the right settings. We have identified some strong points with the new frame, but then again some weak ones as well. First we need to find the best setup for this chassis and then understand the electronics better. Once we manage to do that, we'll be more competitive than last year, but it's very difficult to do it during the Grand Prix weekends. Basically, we're wasting Fridays to work on bike setup, so the first races are just like a test for us. Psychologically, it's difficult to know you're a step behind all the others. But I just remind myself that I do have the potential to do better. Although it is difficult here because all of the riders are competitive. The worst moment is when you get back after a bad weekend and then just for a moment you think, enough's enough, this isn't working. But then you see so many people supporting you and that gives you a new strength. Okay, I don't like being the last guy on the grid and I do take things very personally. There are other riders that, even when things go wrong, they just walk away from the garage like nothing happened. But that's not really the case for me. I can't even smile when things go wrong. I just keep it to myself, keep concentrated, and sometimes that anger helps me to go out there the next day and go even quicker and do a better job. Then again, other times the anger just frustrates me. I'd like to be calmer, but this is a dream for me, and so when things go wrong, it's hard for me to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I am disappointed when things go wrong because I'm aware of the big support my family and friends are always giving me. Although sometimes it is hard for them and they don't know exactly how to help me out because they're not inside my head and I'm not very talkative when I'm worried. Anyway, they try to help me with little things like they know I can't eat much because I'm already quite large in build, so they help me out with a diet, for example, helping to eat healthily and not drink too much alcohol. Or maybe we'll go out together with the bikes and do a bit of training. I'd like to thank them for the support with a good result on track. It's been difficult lately though, but I'm always giving it 100%. My father's here in the paddock, although he works for the team on Lucas Peszek's bike. But he's always observing and watching me, so I always turn to him for advice because he obviously knows me very well. I live in Terni, I was born there. The main thing I'm doing away from racing is training at the gym because MotoGP is just such a physical challenge. I go to work out every morning and this year I've even got a personal trainer called Marco. Aside from that, well, not much really because my whole life is about motorcycling. On weekends we go out to do some motocross or dirt tracking or enduro with my friends.
Usciamo con la moto la domenica, abbiamo praticamente tutte le moto, da cross, da enduro, da trial. Poi da un anno vivo da solo.
A year ago I moved into my own place. I live by myself in an apartment in a brand new building, so most of my free time is devoted to housework like mopping or washing. I'm either living by keeping things right in order or in total chaos, because the day I decide to clean up the house I just go crazy and get rid of every last bit of dust. And then I spend my days just doing nothing really until I've got to get going again. So yeah, that's my main hobby away from training.
Faccio quello di mestiere quando non mi alleno.